A very good afternoon to you. Welcome to Tuesday's edition of Lunchtime News on MTV Sports. I'm Hizrina Hizbi, and here's a look at your headlines. Demonstration against the Vice-Chancellor of the Colombo University enters its second day. President Maithripala Sirisena to hold bilateral discussions with British Premier David Cameron. 2 Olympians among 8 French citizens who died in a helicopter collision in West Argentina. Dinesh Chandimal ruled out of the ICC Cricket World Cup. Kusal Janith approved as replacement. And now for the news in detail. First up in local news, President Maithripala Sirisena, who is on an official visit to the United Kingdom, is due to hold bilateral discussions with British Prime Minister David Cameron today. Presidential Media Director Dharmashri Bandara Ekanayaka has more.
Today is the third day of President Maithripala Sirisena's visit to the UK. Yesterday, the President attended the main event held in view of the Commonwealth Day. The event was attended by Queen Elizabeth II, several members of the royal family and Secretary General of the Commonwealth, Kamala Sharma. President Maithripala Sirisena is to meet with British Prime Minister David Cameron at his official residence today. Thereafter, the President is to meet with a group of Sri Lankans residing in London. The last day of the visit will be tomorrow, and the President will attend a dinner hosted by Queen Elizabeth at the Buckingham Palace in honour of President Maithripala Sirisena.
Also in local news this afternoon, the protest launched yesterday by the Federation of University Teachers Association demanding that the Vice-Chancellor of the Colombo University resign is still continuing. The group of university lecturers who arrived at the College House last evening commenced their protest opposite the official quarters of the Vice-Chancellor, and it was organised by the University Teachers Association of the Colombo University. They took over the College House of the University of Colombo and continued to remain there. Moving on, the Newsfirst classroom program, which is organised with the objective of enhancing the media literacy and leadership skills among school students, held its 175th workshop today. A special ceremony was organised at the Haliala Central College this morning. The Newsfirst team, which arrived at the Haliala Central College, were given a warm welcome with much grandeur. The Newsfirst classroom program, which aims to enhance media literacy and leadership skills among school students, is scheduled to conduct the workshop for 3 days at the Haliala Central College. SLFP? The Graduates Association of the Sri Lanka Freedom Party alleges there is an attempt to bait the graduates who are attached to the Ministry of Economic Development.
We have faith in the President and the Prime Minister. In addition, it is the son of a President who served the poor who has taken up the responsibility of the 17,000 graduates. We also have faith in that minister. He has agreed to speak with us on the future of the graduates. While all this is taking place, citing that the jobs of these graduates are at risk and it is not stable, they are attempting to use these graduates for their political agendas. They are trying to let go of these graduates targeting the election under the guise of the good governance.
Moreover, in local news, Patali Champika Ranawaka, the Minister of Power and Energy, says that wealth and state power can only have a grasp over the masses to a certain extent. The Minister made this comment at an event held at the Foundation Institute.
The event was held to make public the rights and responsibilities of the electricity consumer and the supply and service conduct.
ධනයට බලයට රාජ්‍ය බලයට ජනතාවගේ ජන විඥානය පාලනය කරන්න පුළුවන් එක්තරා සීමාවකට පමණයි.
Wealth and state power can only control the consciousness of the masses to a certain extent. Everyone will get the chance to write off history. At that time, they need to step down. If any force is not changing according to the environment, they will become extinct. Therefore, all the sectors need to understand the situation of the consumers. We cannot live according to the old ways because we will go extinct. No matter how strong we are, no matter how strong our vision is, no matter how strong we are politically, if we cannot change, we will lose and we will become extinct.
එක්ක නොදන්නාකම එහෙම නැත්නම් ක්‍රියාත්මක වීමට තියෙන බියකම.
The reason can be that they are not aware or fear of implementation. Because of this, the people do not use their rights. When this happens, there are people who use their powers in an arbitrary manner. We need to know our rights. It is not enough of simply knowing them, you need to implement them. If not, there will be no point to the revelations that are being made by commissions and law policies and codes.
ඒ ක්‍රියාත්මක නොවන්නේ නම් කුමන කොමිෂන් සභාවලින් කුමන නීති ප්‍රඥාප්ති සංග්‍රහ ප්‍රකාශන හෙළිදරව් කරත් වැඩක් වෙන්නේ.
Minister Karujaya Surya says that they have no intention of suspending any provincial development projects. The minister made this statement while attending the Ratnapura District Development Committee meeting.
The Ratnapura District Development Committee convened under the patronage of Minister of Public Administration, Provincial Councils, Local Government and Democratic Governance Karujaya Surya at the Ratnapura District Secretariat yesterday. Issues surrounding the development projects of the Provincial Council were brought to the attention of the Chief Minister Mahipala Herath.
A majority of the projects which were commenced have halted midway. This is a grave issue that we, as a government, you, as well as representatives of provincial councils and local government administration institutions have to face today. The Chief Minister mentioned that some projects have halted. That is true. There were major issues concerning the contracts and payments of these projects. There were instances where large amounts of money had been paid than required. Moreover, there were certain complications with regard to some projects. So we will investigate these matters. But at no instance will we put a stop to the work which was commenced on these projects. Even if we are short on finances, compelled to increase wages and expenses for other activities, we hope to provide these required finances.
Parliamentarian Vidura Vikramanayake urges the new government not to put a halt to development projects just solely because of the change in government. The parliamentarian made this statement while addressing an event in Horana.
This event was held to declare open a drinking water project in the area.
Although the government has changed, the good things must progress as it should. It is the bad things that must be stopped. But unfortunately, even the good things are stopped in our country. The stipulated price of 300 rupees for rubber, which was granted by Mahinda Rajapaksa's government, was stopped. But the 350 rupees which was promised has not been given either. What we are saying is, continue with their 300 rupees and grant the 350 rupees when it is possible. Although the people can be fooled with lies, that won't work with us. I urge this government not to put a stop to development projects, evaluate them, and if there are any wrongs, please tell us. Do not stop these projects and take away the benefits of the people. Do not put a stop to the rights and benefits of the people. The people have been watching and waiting for these for years.
Also in local news, a ceremony to hand over land deeds and license to 917 people in the Ampara district was held under the auspices of Minister of Lands MKDS Gunavardhana yesterday.
The 11th phase of the 100-day program to provide 30,000 land deeds was held at the Ampara Town Hall yesterday. A group including members of both the government and the opposition were present for the event. A person with self-respect will not come back after being rejected by the people. If anyone of that sort is supposedly to come back, it is to destroy the country. For the first time in the world, a president was defeated by the people's vote. And that was from Sri Lanka. When J.R. Jayawardena's term ended, he stepped down. Premadasa could not serve his full term. Then it was D.B. Wijayatunga. He did not even bother about executive powers. He stepped down as well. Then Chandrika Bandarunayaka Kumaratunga, she stepped down as well when her term ended. She did not try to interfere by poking her fingers into any businesses. This person with shame and who loves this country is trying to sabotage this country program with a few henchmen, not because he has any love towards it. What more is left under being rejected by the people?
Now, an individual has died in a brawl that broke out between members of the same family. This incident was reported from Ambalakanda, and according to the police, the eldest son had attacked his father.
A heated argument centering a land issue was the root cause for this incident. The eldest son had attacked his father, who had succumbed to his injuries on the spot. The wife of the deceased and a physically disabled child was at the residence at the time of the incident. The suspected son has been arrested by the Athanayaka police.
My brother attacked him with a pole. My father then collapsed onto the ground. My brother attacked again twice and then ran. I screamed. He pointed the finger and said that his father had yelled at him. At that very moment, he put the child down and attacked him with the handle of a mammoth. He fell instantly. After a little struggle with me, he had already stabbed him with a knife.
And that's a wrap of Tuesday's edition of Lunchtime News on MTV Sports. I'm Hizrina Hizbi for News First. Take care and have a pleasant afternoon.